Hello and welcome back to the Seattle Card Kid. You have joined us on episode 5 of our Seattle Mariners Game Day Vlogs series. Today we will be going over highlights from our trip to the May 30th game featuring the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Seattle Mariners at T-Mobile Park. Please enjoy this little montage of our pre-funk food location, as well as just some clips of us getting to the park. Made it in again. As you could see, this was another early entry season ticket holders day. This is the second one we've done this year, as well as another giveaway. I believe this was the 1990s style sleeveless Julio Rodriguez jersey that they gave away today. This was seemingly a pretty popular item, so there was quite a bit more people waiting to get in than there was the last time we did this early entry. And here's Ichiro again, just never ceases to amaze me the times we've gone out and done this year, that this legend just out there shagging balls with the rest of the team. This is our second early entry batting practice of the year, and it's the second ball that Wifey has got. This time we were standing kind of in the same spot we have been previously, just along the first base line, kind of semi-close to the foul pole. I believe it was Colt Emerson was up, and he's a lefty swinger, so we were just ready just in case one came to us, and sure enough, he pulls a line drive foul. It bounces in the dirt probably 15 feet in front of us and takes a large high hop, and I'm just looking at it and I'm like, babe, this is coming right to us. Bounced right to her, and she caught it with her bare hands. It was pretty awesome. Everyone around was applauding. Proud husband moment there. Wifey catching the ball, the BP ball. Here's just some clips of one of the young stars in the league, Corbin Carroll, getting some fielding drills in. Also, a guy who is from the local Bellevue, Seattle area, so it's kind of cool to see him in what would have been his home park as a kid, warming up before the game. This is essentially where the ball kind of bounced right in front of that screen. It was behind the screen, just behind the screen, and then kicked way up in the air and basically landed right in my wife's hands. Was pretty sick. BP is over. We're now in our seats. We sat in the third level this time. It's one of my more favorite spots to sit just because of the views. You can see that kind of, you see the skyline, and then you can just see the entire park. It is a great place to sit. It's not super cheap, like nowhere really in the stadium is cheap to sit, but if you're looking for more budget tickets, you can find them generally in the third level on most days.
Yes, they do.
Try and usually get the clip of first pitch every vlog I do. You had Brian Wu on the hill today for the Mariners. Starting off right away with a ringing line drive by the D-backs, but it was caught out there by the right fielder. I believe that was Luke Raley out there today. And here's another pitching clip. Hopefully these clips are semi-easy to see. We were higher up, so it was harder to zoom in without it getting too blurry, because I'm using my phone. I don't have any like super fancy high-tech electronics to record with yet. It's just straight phone video, so that's why I kind of try to stay zoomed out a little bit just so it wouldn't get too grainy, but I do zoom in at times. But I did take a semi-long recording of this at bat, just looking for a strikeout from Wu. I like to get, as you've seen on previous videos, I like to get the strikeouts on here if I can. And we did get one. Zooming in there on the Wu on the video board. This game we had some fireworks early. Home run. This was Luke Raley, the home run in the bottom of the second. The ball seemed to be flying out of the yard during this game. Here was Dom Canzone. Some of the home run fireworks there in the background. We got the whole stadium with the Canzone salute, the hands out, and the sweet song playing in the background. Gotta love it. Canzone seemed to be becoming a cult hero in the fan base. It's another bottom of the second home run for the Seattle Mariners, up 2-0. As I said, another home run. Ball flying out of the yard tonight. Lots of fireworks in this video so far. This was the young kid, Colt Emerson, going yard for the Mariners. He's had quite a bit of struggles as of late, but playing some solid defense and hitting a little bit. So no complaints with the young kid. He's like 20 or 21. There's going to be growing pains for sure. There's the fourth home run of the game. Solo home run. This one, Julio Rodriguez. Going yard for the Mariners, putting them up 4-0. It was a little bizarre. See them hit 4 home runs, and they're all solo home runs. So I mean, I'm not gonna be upset with seeing 4 home runs. It is nice when there's a few guys on base, but a 4-run lead up pretty early in the bottom of the third is nice. And that Trident was getting a lot of work in this game. It's a great overhead picture we got from the stadium. That I like that one, so I put it in here. Randy Arozarena clip. Is it bat? And he fell down. I was locked in on that one. It didn't end up going as high as it seemed like it was going to at first. At first I thought this was coming right to me, and then no, it was way below us. We got the Randy chant going. And then he fouls that one off. Sometimes you'll see in these videos some just take longer clips and they seem random. I've been to 9 or 10 other stadiums, but the point of these longer clips, even if it ends up just being a strikeout or a ground out or just like a random outcome, the point of that is to give you a little bit of a look into or idea of what the in-game atmosphere is like in T-Mobile Park. and this one does end up being an out. But yeah, that's the point of some of those longer clips that I put in these videos, is just to give you a bit of an idea of what, if you've never been to the park, of what you might be able to expect if you come visit T-Mobile Park. Here's the salmon run. That looked like a victory by the sockeye salmon, just edging out the silver. We pick it back up here with Josh Naylor at the plate, runner on second. Pitch. Swinging strike. Not going to say Naylor's been a flop this year, but he is definitely having an off year. So hoping, especially considering the pretty decent contract they handed him out this winter, that he can turn it around. Because Mariners are going to really need him to perform in the second half if they're going to get to where they want to get to. And then there was the fly out to end the inning. Here we have a clip of the Hydro Challenge. We have the red Hydro, the yellow Hydro, the green Hydro, and the silver shiny sparkly Hydro. Coming down to the wire, who's it going to be? It's the silver Hydro again. I feel like almost every video, game day vlog I put up, the silver Hydro is one, which is a little bizarre, but I like the sparkly Hydro, so I'll take the win for the silver. Picking back up, I believe this is Luke Raley at the dish. Raley with the runner on second with a little flare into left field that drops. Moves the runner to third and gets on first. I believe that's Cole Young driving in a run with the sac fly. Cole Young, just a professional player, man. He's not super flashy, but he gets the job done. Knocks in another run. That's 5-0 Mariners. Cole Young coming through again with the productive out to score a run. 5-0 bottom of the sixth. And there's runners on second and third. Mariners with a decent amount of traffic in this game. Nice thing to see after the foolishness that my wife and I have been subject to over the last 5 or so games, coming to the park watching these guys just struggle. So this was a nice little reprieve from all that. And I believe that was Mitch Garver striking out there with runners on second and third. The inning continues, runners still at second and third. Some more views as the sun starts to go down. This is a beautiful park to be in the summertime when the roof is open. Hard to beat the views here. And grounder up the middle, but unfortunately short stops there to end the inning. Wifey with the dance moves and the trident there in the 7th inning stretch, getting it in. And this was a bit of a distraction for the last few innings. We had the tarps off trend has made its way to Seattle, and now essentially every game we've gone to, this is happening in the upper right field bleachers under the banners. Just groups of random men running from all over the stadium into these sections to take their shirt off and swing it in the air. It's like the most guy thing ever, I guess, is just a bunch of randos with shirts off, swinging them and chanting random things. You'll see the sections slowly filling up as we continue on with the rest of this video. They're a little spread out in this one. I don't know why they didn't all congregate in 1 or 2 sections, but a pretty good tarps off showing up there. I think people were more willing to run over there because the game was pretty much already wrapped up. The M's had a pretty solid lead. And then we had tarps off breaking out on the other side of the stadium. This was closer to where we were. We were kind of behind home plate, but slightly on the first base side, and then there's a single guy over there with tarps off. And that smaller group was more on the third base side of home plate. Wifey with some more dancing, busting out the trident. She's getting it in. Wifey is not afraid to bust the dance out. Not afraid to wave the trident around. This is what she does. She comes to the stadium and she means business. She does not play around. Neither were these dudes. These dudes were not playing around at all. Shirt waving for long periods of time, chanting loudly for long periods of time. And here's the ground out to end the game. Finally, we got to see a win in person. It was a long time coming. 7th game of the season that we had attended, and only the 2nd win. So this was really nice to see. Now we're headed out. Just give you some quick views on our way out the stadium. Well, thanks again for joining me at the Seattle Card Kid. This was episode 5 of our Seattle Mariners game day vlogs. We'll continue this in the future as we go to more games. My camera work, not the greatest at times. Sometimes I get a little distracted. I will have the phone out, just walking and recording, but if it's a little shaky, please forgive me for that. I'm working on my videography skills, so just bear with me as we grow together on this channel and try and get better. But yeah, thanks again for joining. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw, and see us next time for another episode of our adventures at T-Mobile Park. Thank you. Bye.